In 2011, a man walked into a bank in Louisiana. He wasn't armed. He had no weapon, no disguise, no getaway car. He walked up to the manager, said he was from corporate IT, handed over a fake badge, and left 45 minutes later with full access to the internal network. No one questioned him. Not once. He didn't hack the system. He hacked the people inside it. This video is about the 6 cognitive glitches that made that possible. The same 6 that scammers, cult leaders, abusive partners, and social engineers have been exploiting for decades. These aren't tricks that only work on gullible people. They work on neuroscientists, on FBI agents, on you. Because they're not bugs in weak minds. They're features of every human brain ever built. Before we go further, what exactly is a cognitive bias? Your brain processes roughly 11 million bits of information per second. But your conscious mind can only handle about 50. So your brain builds shortcuts. Mental rules that work most of the time. Fast, automatic, efficient. These shortcuts are called heuristics. And when they fail, when they fire in the wrong context, that's a cognitive bias. Manipulators don't create these glitches. They just know exactly when to press the button. The first glitch is called authority bias. Your brain is wired to trust authority figures. It learned this when you were an infant. Adults knew more. Adults kept you safe. Obedience was survival. That wiring never fully switched off. In 1963, Stanley Milgram ran one of the most disturbing experiments in psychology history. Ordinary people were told by a man in a lab coat to administer electric shocks to strangers. 65% of them went all the way to the maximum voltage. Not because they were violent. Because someone in a position of authority told them it was okay. Today this plays out in phishing emails that impersonate your CEO. In fake customer support calls. In con artists who wear suits, use jargon, and project certainty. The brain doesn't verify credentials. It reads signals. Confidence. Uniform. Title. Tone. That's all it takes. The second glitch, urgency and scarcity. Your account will be suspended in 24 hours. Only 2 spots left. Act now or lose everything. When your brain perceives scarcity or a ticking clock, something specific happens neurologically. The prefrontal cortex, your rational decision-making center, goes quiet. The amygdala, your fear and survival brain, takes over. You stop evaluating. You react. This is called the scarcity heuristic. And it's not a modern invention. For 200,000 years, if food was scarce, the animal that hesitated starved. Fast reaction was survival. Today, every phishing attack, every fake countdown timer, every limited time offer scam is built on this exact neurological response. They're not tricking your logic. They're bypassing it entirely. Third, social proof. Your brain constantly monitors what other people are doing, and uses it as a shortcut for what's safe. If a restaurant is full, it must be good. If thousands of people believe something, it probably has merit. This shortcut works in stable environments. In adversarial ones, it becomes a weapon. Fake reviews. Fabricated testimonials. Manufactured crowds. Bot networks on social media create the illusion of consensus. Disinformation campaigns don't just push false information. They create the feeling that everyone already believes it. Because once your brain perceives social consensus, questioning it feels socially dangerous. And social danger, being rejected, excluded, shunned, triggers the same neural pathways as physical pain. Manipulators don't just want you to believe a lie. They want you to feel alone if you don't. Fourth, reciprocity. This one is deep. Possibly the deepest on this list. Every human culture ever studied shares one universal rule. If someone gives you something, you owe them something back. Robert Cialdini documented this in his 1984 book Influence, still one of the most cited works in behavioral psychology. The feeling of owing is involuntary. You can't logic your way out of it. Scammers send you a free gift. A useful report. A kind gesture. Romance fraudsters spend weeks, sometimes months, giving attention, affection, and emotional support. Not because they care. Because they're building a debt your brain will feel compelled to repay. When the ask finally comes, your brain isn't evaluating the request. It's settling a balance. Fifth, confirmation bias. Here's the uncomfortable one. You don't look for truth. You look for evidence that confirms what you already believe. This is not a character flaw. It's how memory consolidation works. Your brain literally filters incoming information through existing belief structures. Data that fits gets stored. Data that doesn't gets discarded or reframed. This is why misinformation is so devastatingly effective. A skilled manipulator doesn't invent a lie from nothing. They find what you already suspect. What you already fear. what you already want to be true, and they feed it back to you, louder, more often, from more sources. Until the belief feels like your own. Until questioning it feels like a betrayal of your own identity. That's not persuasion. That's a cognitive hijack. Sixth, the sunk cost fallacy. You've already invested time, money, emotion, years. Your brain calculates, if I walk away now, everything I put in was wasted. So you stay. You double down. You rationalize. This is the engine behind some of the most destructive patterns in human behavior. Staying in abusive relationships, pouring more money into a failing investment, remaining in a cult long after the cracks appeared. Romance scammers engineer this deliberately. They spend 3, 6, 9 months building emotional investment before making a single financial request. By the time the ask arrives, your brain has calculated the exit cost as too high. Leaving feels like losing. So you stay. So you pay. This isn't weakness. It's a neurological trap that catches brilliant people every day. Here's what makes this truly dangerous. These 6 biases don't operate in isolation. A skilled manipulator layers them. They establish authority first. Then they create urgency. They manufacture social proof. They trigger reciprocity. They find and amplify your existing beliefs. And they let time build the sunk cost. By the time you're aware something is wrong, you're already 6 layers deep. This is the architecture of every successful long con. Every high control group. Every psychological abuse cycle. Not one trick. A system. So how do you protect yourself? Not by being smarter. Not by being more suspicious of everyone. The research is clear on this. Awareness is the primary defense. When you feel sudden urgency, pause. Name it. This is a scarcity trigger. When an authority figure makes an unusual request, verify through a separate channel. Not the one they gave you. When you feel an inexplicable sense of obligation, ask yourself what was given to create it. When information perfectly confirms what you already believe, that's exactly when you should look hardest for the counter-evidence. And when the cost of leaving feels unbearable, remember that sunk costs are gone regardless. The only question is what you lose going forward. Naming the bias doesn't make you immune. But it creates a gap between the trigger and your response. And in that gap, that's where your actual agency lies. Every system that has ever controlled human behavior at scale. Religion, politics, marketing, cults, abusive relationships. They all run on the same source code. 6 glitches. Endlessly exploited. Now you know their names. Now you know their mechanics. That doesn't make you untouchable. But it makes you harder to run. Psycho Veil. The manual they never wanted you to have. Subscribe if you want to keep going. Share this with someone who needs to see it. The next video goes somewhere even darker. You've been warned.